Hey, on this episode of Dirt Road Traveler, we're on leg 2 of our John Muir Way from Balloch to Strathblane. And this is the Time Out Bed and Breakfast. And back in the day, it was actually the police station for Balloch. Let's have a look inside. So Cindy and I are staying, oh, look who it is, Cindy. Cindy and I are staying in this lovely little room here. Nice bed, nicely decorated. Quite like the motif of this room. And it has a great little shower, pedestal sink, toilet, heated towel rack. There's also coffee and biscuits and nice things for us for the morning. Oh, and tea for Cindy. And they've got legit Wi-Fi here. So Simon, our host, thank you for that. Now let's go have a look at the common areas. And this is the breakfast area. So tomorrow morning there'll be a variety of breads to make toast, to go along with our coffee, our tea. There's cereals and fruit and also bars, and then inside the fridge there's yogurts and all sorts of things like that. So be a nice morning breakfast to get us ready for our 30 plus kilometer walk to Strathblane. And lastly, if we don't want to lounge around in the room, there's a nice little sitting area out here where we can relax and read a book or look at the internet. Well, we're on our way. Had a lovely stay at the Time Out B&B in Balloch. Simon was a wonderful host and very comfortable bed and breakfast. Nice breakfast this morning too. Today is 30 plus kilometers. It's raining lightly here now. So we anticipate with our 8:20 a.m. departure arriving in Strathblane somewhere between 3:30 and 4 o'clock today. Fingers crossed. Anyways, hope you enjoy what we have in store for you today as we walk the John Muir Way.
Morning.
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 Such friendly people here in Scotland too.
Wonderful
See?
people. Yeah.
See, she's so friendly. So this morning as we leave, we're walking along the edge of Loch Lomond. My whiskey friends will recognize that name as a brand of whiskey. One thing I do have to say at this point early in our walk is I'm kind of pissed off at the movie Braveheart, because I don't remember ever seeing a rain scene in Braveheart. And every scene that we've been through so far in Scotland has had rain. So just saying. And our walk is taking us past the old Balloch Castle. Imagine it in its heyday. The view over Loch Lomond. It's gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Advantage, I'm going to take off this.
These cows look like they're trying to jailbreak or something. The views this morning are already spectacular. We're 3.5 kilometers into our 31 kilometer day, and actually the weather started, it was 16 degrees Celsius when we left. So high today, 20, forecast of rain, 100% chance of intermittent rain all day, forever, for the rest of our lives. as it appears. So we're making a bunch of moo friends while we're making our
Movie.
See what we did there? That was funny. And just across from all the cows, there's a deer in the field. Cows are very curious animals. Look at them coming towards us. They hear us talking. Not sure how close they'll get. Maybe they're Aerosmith fans. They hear us singing, "Walk This Way." That was terrible, wasn't it? I said I had jokes. I didn't say they were funny. Oh, here he comes. Hello. Hello.
610645.
610645. We've heard about you. Yes, very young. Great potential. Oh, here come the rest of the clan. Okay, guys, this is going to be a little longer of a video than we expected for this stop. Oh, they're stopping. Okay. Muchos gracias, cows.
Moving right along.
Moving right along, as Cindy just said. Here we go. Goodbye. Great thing about the John Muir Way is how well it's marked. We're at a T intersection. And there's directions for some things to make a left. And then, of course, some straight through. So fortunately, we've got great John Muir Way markings to make it easy for us to follow as we walk the way. Wow, so we are just over a third of the way through our day and seeing lots of cows. It's a spectacular walk. 2 hours for the first 10K. We aren't racing. That's the thing. Like, it's so beautiful. Hope you're enjoying this. If you are, think about hitting that subscribe button. Think about telling your friends. Give us that thumbs up and comments. We love your comments. We're having a great time. Oh my goodness, the John Muir Way. It's so beautiful. And now we've got another 20 kilometers to go till we get to Strathblane. See you soon. And cobblestone. Cobblestone trails are incredible. And look at this big old stone wall. Yeah, it's beautiful up here. So just over 11 kilometers in now, and the trail is taking us up in through this path that's been put in through the forest. 12 and a half kilometers in. And we're continuing uphill. Okay, so at the 14 kilometer point, we had a pretty decent uphill. But this is the view that is our reward for getting up to this point. Oh, to see this on a sunny day. We're 15.3 kilometers into our walk today, treated with this beautiful view through the valley over to the other side. Again, just imagine a sunny day. Have no idea what type of geese these are, but they came running all of a sudden across this area, and a bunch of them jumped into the water. A helicopter just passed over, and at that moment they all started running. We are now at 17 kilometers in. We just had some nasty vertical switchbacks, so we're catching our breath, and we're entering into, well, we're now in the second half of our walking day, and soon heading into uncharted territory for our stamina. I don't know that we've done many walks beyond 22 kilometers in a shot, so we both feel fantastic right now, and we're loving the views and the people that we're passing, and just wishing there was a bit of sun. But other than that, it's been a beautiful day so far, and we're just approaching noon o'clock local time. On this walk, we celebrate shadows, because that means the sun has somewhat defeated a cloud for a moment. Something very cool about this old rock fence. We've sort of been seeing it along this group of switchbacks around the reservoir. I can only imagine how old it really is. 18.2 kilometers into our walk, and we found a beautiful sitting rock. So what time is it, Cindy?
It would be beer o'clock rock.
It is the beer o'clock rock. We'll have a sandwich with it as well. Oh, she's so funny. So Cindy just realized we didn't show you what we had for lunch. So as we were getting into Balloch yesterday, you saw, of course, that we stopped for fish and chips. We went to the co-op and bought sandwiches, and we happened to have a couple of tall cans of beer left, so that's what we've stopped to have for lunch here on the side of the reservoir. We're at a little bit after noon o'clock, 3 hours and 40 minutes into our walk, so feeling good, feeling really good, and now feeling full. Now we're continuing along our way. We are 20 kilometers into our walking day, looking down into this valley of ferns with all the planned forestry pine trees in the back. And it's so cool. And check this out too. Right across the road from the Valley of Ferns is this wall of this beautiful pinky purple flower. Just so awesome. 21 kilometers in, and we see llamas in Scotland. Yes, llamas. 21 kilometers in, you get this wee little cascade of water. Okay, right-hand turn. We're just about 24 kilometers into our walk, and we just walked through the weirdest little forest of little cottages in the dark of the overhang of the trees, with some couches on the decks and stuff like that. So that was kind of, I don't know, odd for a kilometer and a half or so. But back onto a paved road for a regular walk. Well, there's a swing hanging from a tree, so what does Mrs. Dirt Road Traveler do?
Swing.
26 kilometers into our day, well, 26.5. We see this little village at the foot of this most amazing land formation. Well, after 29 kilometers and 6 hours and 10 minutes, we've arrived at our accommodation for the next 2 nights, which is the Kirk House here in Strathblane.